It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Cleveland Browns. Here's the former Sooner, Austin Seibert, to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff them in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
This is Ingram on first and 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And some space here. 23 yards the pickup there.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they called the field general.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now as they've got it to the 28-yard line. This time Jackson will throw it. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Nick Boyle, 28 yards. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, one thing's for sure. When you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Rock 36.
King. Hey, exit.
Mike 36. Mike.
Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On first down, it's Ingram. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Buying time to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sheldon Richardson just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Dancing to his left. And he is going to be run down. What a disaster there. A huge loss.
But Brandon, sometimes I think when we watch games, we're actually watching a living museum because we're seeing the evolution of positions almost with each passing game. How about defensive ends nowadays and the way that they can run almost all the way across the field?
It is unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, they're so strong, but they're so lean. They can move so quick with those bodies.
It's almost unfair. You're supposed to be able to know where a defensive end is supposed to be on every play. These guys flash so quickly, you're not sure where they're going to end up.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Switch.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Right there. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at their 49-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. He finds Taylor, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10, Chubb. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, 133.
Now Mayfield. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. On 3rd down, Jackson. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he's brought down. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Now, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Second half. The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
And it's 3rd down.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Here's Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Set, 180. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Hey, alert 33.
Mayfield now. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give them a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me something. Give me something. Here we go.
Check three, check three. Rush in, rush in.
Run. Done.
On third down, Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. With that incompletion, I want to get your MVP thoughts. Lamar Jackson, he seems to be the leader right now, is he not?
I would agree with that. His team is the hottest team in the league right now.
And then you've got, well, let's think of the others. Dak Prescott, Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
Who else? Christian McCaffrey?
I would say Christian McCaffrey, although it's hard for a running back to win it. Don't forget Michael Thomas with the Saints continued to have big numbers even while Drew Brees was out. But also, if Patrick Mahomes gets hot and the Chiefs run off a string, he's a defending NFL MVP.
But think about this. If Lamar Jackson does win the MVP, he'll be the first 22-year-old to do it since Jim Brown. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. On second down, Ingram. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything, change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Jackson steps away. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Mike, 53.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 29 yards. Browns, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Tucker with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. From the gun, Mayfield. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Oh, you got deep? Check nine. On the ball.
They'll run on first down. Ingram, and a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. He's got it to Ingram. Complete. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This one complete to Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a one-score game. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. How about this Browns defense they've held so far? This is now 3rd and goal. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have retaken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
The 38. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now, third and long. On third down, Mark Ingram. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on first and second down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on fourth down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on first and second down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that'll make this a 7-point game. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you...
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the fourth quarter.